What's going on, guys? Boss on here. I am back with another video, and yes, I am using Fortnite gameplay, and no, Master Chief is not the guy from Fortnite, he's the guy from Halo. But if you guys can read the title, I have some traffic jam stories, because I'm pretty sure all of us have been on the freeway before, either just a normal traffic jam, or some pretty crazy ones that could have led to an accident on the freeway. But without further ado, grab your snacks, whatever you need to get ready for a story time, and let's just get into it. So when it comes to the topic of traffic jam story time, I don't really have a lot because they're just always too short. But this first story was when we were coming back from a trip, and of course, the freeway, for some reason, was very crowded. And so how it would go is that every, 2 seconds, the cars would move, and then we would stop. 2 seconds, cars would stop. It's like a repeating process, because you know how, when brakes, when the lights from the back of the cars just light up, and then when they go, it's almost like a shockwave coming from the front of whoever created this traffic jam or whatever, because it's really annoying when you have to get to somewhere. So me and my family are just in this car. We're going through the freeway very slowly. It's taking at least an hour to get through the next side, where it takes at least 1 hour just to go through 10 miles. I mean, not 10 miles, 1 mile, because that's pretty short. But as I'm in the car, I'm looking to my right, and there's these two vehicles. There's this one car that's in front of this really big truck. And what appears is that's kind of pissing the driver off. Well, the truck driver off, because, this car, not like all other cars of how they go slow. Once the car in front of the car goes, the car would just stop, and then he would go full speed and then just press on the brake, just making the truck driver stress out, which I can already tell that's a really bad idea, because if you guys learned in middle school, heavy objects that go too fast don't really slow down really fast. They can't just slam on the brakes, because I'm pretty sure their brakes will be broken because of how gravity and mass works. But I'm just right here in the car, just taking note of what's happening. I'm like, okay, so eventually the truck is gonna collide to the car because of what's happening right here. But I guess this truck driver had enough of this bullcrap with this driver was dealing with, because what happens next is that this car tries to do the same thing again, but just even really more annoying. And how possible is that instead of the car just waiting 2 seconds and then moving, he decides to wait 20 more seconds and just waits there. And that just makes the truck driver, really more angry, because now the car has more space behind him from the truck. And so when the truck goes full speed, I mean, not full speed, but you know how cars move. Vehicles move at what speeds they go through on the traffic, because there's obviously a speed limit, but the truck now moves. And so I'm just sitting here oh my god, there's gonna be a vehicle crash over here because of how heavy objects work. But against all odds, before something like this could happen, the truck driver slammed on the brakes, making a really loud screech sound, and now this big ass truck is now really close to this car. But because of this, instead of the car driver being really mean, he instead doesn't really do this again, and he just does what the other cars do. They just wait for a second and then they move forward. Anyways, another story I have is where I was going on another vacation to the mountains, aka going through the desert. Well, actually, no, I wasn't going to the mountains, kind of, but it was desert-like. But again, me and my family are in the van. We're going on the freeway, and surprisingly, there's no traffic jam. Now, the reason why I'm putting this story in is because it gets really interesting right here. So, there is a couple of cars to the next of us. That is, to the right, there's this really big army truck, and to the left of us is this car. And yes, it's a really nice day outside. It's the sun the sun, I meant, is really bright outside and everything is going great. Until I noticed there's this other car in front of this army truck that is a white striped blue Subaru car. And I'm pretty sure that on social media, Subaru cars are really famous, I know, but I don't think what the Subaru driver was doing was cool. I know Subaru cars do cool stuff, but I don't think just stopping in front of people on the freeway is a nice thing to do. But what this car does is what I just said. So suddenly, as I'm looking at these two cars, suddenly the Subaru car slowly and slowly stops a brake. Even though, I mean, it doesn't stop instantly, where like he just stops and then we just pass by the two cars. But like he slowly steps on the brake and then they kind of move behind us a little bit. And I don't know what this Subaru car, the Subaru driver, was expecting when they see what the car behind us was. He thought it was just a simple car, but what he doesn't realize is what a mistake he was going to make. And so I'm like, oh my god, the Subaru driver is literally a dumbass. What is he doing? But I watched as the Subaru driver literally looks behind him and literally just turns white and he just slams on the gas. Because I'm pretty sure that what he just did right there didn't really impress the military guys that were in the truck. Because I'm pretty sure it's not a really great thing to mess with military guys. But moral of the story is I don't really recommend messing around in the freeways. Or how about do not mess around the freeways, because bad stuff can happen, like an accident can happen. Just don't do it, man. It's just gonna ruin your life if you do something like that. Like, seriously. But I hope you guys enjoyed this story time video. I haven't done a lot of these in a while because, you know, I don't really have any more story times to tell. I just only remember this one because it just came out of my mind. I would really appreciate, though, if you guys can press the like button on this video. But if you guys don't press the like button on this video, then your precious Subaru car will be stolen by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. But on another note, I'm out of here. Peace.